looks like a little girl. Before the game host can even announce the rules, Gi-hun squeezes his way to the front and shouts,
"Everybody, you need to pay attention! Hey, listen up!"
His shout startles everyone. Gi-hun then yells, "This isn't your ordinary game. If you're detected moving, you'll be killed on the spot. They'll shoot from somewhere." People hear this and burst out laughing. They think Gi-hun's gone crazy. It's just a game of red light, green light. How could anyone die? Gi-hun gets really agitated and keeps explaining, "You gotta believe me. No matter what happens, don't panic and run around." But the host doesn't give him a chance to speak more. The 5-minute countdown begins. Gi-hun faces the crowd like a commander. Whenever the little girl stops talking, he signals for everyone to freeze. The little girl in Squid Game is so pissed off. The monitors in her eyes are spinning like crazy, frantically scanning the area, but oddly enough, not a single person moves. Gi-hun tells everyone, "As long as you move at the right time and stop in time, you can pass." He repeatedly warns them not to move and not to be nervous, but the more he says it, the more scared they get. 3 rounds pass like that, and unbelievably, not a single person gets eliminated. This time, Gi-hun's friend, Jung-bae, is also in the game. Jung-bae turns his head and tells Gi-hun to scram. Gi-hun's extra careful this time and covers his mouth with his arm so that even if he talks, he won't be detected easily. 6 rounds go by, and still, no one has moved. Just then, a bee lands on a woman's neck. The woman panics and starts flailing and screaming.
다 움직였어.
The next second, she's shot dead. The others, seeing her get killed right in front of them, all go crazy and start running for their lives. That's when they realize Gi-hun was telling the truth. People really can die. In Squid Game, you gotta keep your cool, Gi-hun shouts at the top of his lungs. But everyone is so terrified that they can't hear him at all. They just keep charging towards the door. Gunshots keep ringing out on the scene. The avatars in the control room keep going dark one by one. Each gunshot means a life is lost. After 30 seconds of shooting, the scene finally quiets down. When the little girl says red light, green light again, not a single person dares to move. Rapper Thanos is so scared that he quickly opens his locket and pops a happy pill. Within the allotted time, only Gi-hun moves forward. Gi-hun tells everyone, "Time's up. If you don't reach the finish line, you'll die too." The little girl has a motion detector in her eyes. If you hide behind someone, you won't be detected. Smaller people can hide behind bigger ones and move forward like a little train. He moves the hand behind him a bit to demonstrate, and sure enough, he isn't detected. Only then do people believe him. There are still 2 minutes and 19 seconds left. This is a smart way to get through Squid Game. Everyone starts lining up automatically, like they've got some kind of silent agreement. The hand of player 188 in the crowd is trembling. The next second, she gets shot. The players form several long lines. The host in the control room is dumbfounded. They're exploiting the loopholes in the game. In Gi-hun's team, a woman twitches a bit, but the little girl only detects that Gi-hun in the front row hasn't moved, so the woman escapes unharmed. Rapper Thanos, high on his happy pills, gets all excited and pushes down the few people in front of him. All 3 of them die. Ever since he took that pill, he's been having a great time while everyone else is on edge, just trying to survive. The big guy in the first row, unable to stop in time, gets taken out by the sniper. The old man behind him is so scared that his eyes nearly pop out. Under Gi-hun's leadership, everyone moves forward in an orderly fashion. Then they dash forward when they get the chance. But someone still moves. The person in front gets shot and bumps into the one behind. The man shouts, "I didn't move! It was this woman who pushed me," but he still gets shot in the thigh. Gi-hun in Squid Game sees a man begging for help. He remembers the last time he saved his own skin and didn't help anyone. This time he glances at the time. There are 30 seconds left. He dashes out without hesitation. Gi-hun tells the man that he has to stand up at the next signal. He tries to make the man stand up but nearly trips. Luckily, someone lends a hand at the critical moment. In the last second, the 3 of them cross the finish line, but the man still gets shot. The sniper says, "I'm just dealing with an eliminated player." Gi-hun never expected that. Even though he carried the man to the finish line, he still couldn't save him. So, why is Gi-hun, the big winner of the last Squid Game, back in this season? Let's start from the beginning. The second season of Squid Game has officially kicked off. Gi-hun, the big winner of the first season, hasn't been sitting idle these past 3 years. Every time he thinks about the people who fell beside him during the last game, especially his good buddy who lost his life in the final round, he gets all fired up. He dyed his hair red, determined to take on the game organizers. He used the 45.6 billion won prize money to pay off his debts first. Then he asked the guy Kim he owed money to for a favor. He wanted Kim to send people to look for the recruiter in the subway. Why? Because that's where Gi-hun was invited to join Squid Game. If the game was still going on, the recruiter must be out recruiting new players. Gi-hun promised to pay 1 billion won if they found the man. Kim immediately said, "Whoever finds him, I'll give them 500 million won." So, all day long,